guys, my name's Ellie, welcome to my channel, and today I want to give you, that shook everything. I want to give you a little warning about something I want to do, so if you do want to join or follow along, you have some time to prep. I have been listening to a lot of podcasts, and I want to read more, is the overall gist of it. I have this weird thing that my brain is telling me would be super fun and also nobody wants to do with me. Probably because I've attempted multiple book clubs with friends and family and it never seems to pan out. Well, we never seem to stick to reading a book. I didn't even stick to reading a book here when I was like, let's pan my bookshelf, which is now over there. And that's my other bookshelf. Oh, and the one over there. Because I have a lot of books. And so I think it would be nice to do something. Originally, the most effective book club we had was Bitches Who Brunch, which I'm probably not allowed to make that the title of this series, as it hopefully becomes a series, so we'll make it Brunching with Books. I'm going to attempt to cook something, get some footage in. I probably won't eat it on camera because I'm not a big fan of filming myself while I eat. And I don't think that would be fun for you. Like, you don't want to see me with a mouthful of food talking about a book to you. But hopefully there will be brunch food, some of the various things I make, and we will talk about a book. So the first one, which I am partway through already, is Crazy Rich Asians by Kwan. Yeah, I remembered it because it was right there and I just saw it. I have watched the movie of this and it had been on my to buy and read list for a while. I picked it up and I'm actually getting into it, and hopefully when this pops up, if you wanted to read the book and then comment your opinions about it in the video when I do make the video on that actual book, it'll be fun, and then I can hopefully prompt you at the end of each other video if you want to do an interactive book club type thing, but you're like me and you're really bad at getting books done on a schedule or getting a group of people to not only read and finish a book, but have enough free time to all sit down and do anything together. It's hard to schedule. So that's one of the big reasons the other ones have fallen apart. So I will be doing this. And the reason that reprompted me is, I was trying to read more books, but I don't know, I have the urge to, task random people in my family to read a book with me and, do a thing. And I was like, ooh, if I did podcasts, I could read a book and I could bring in a different family member to, discuss each book, and I'm too anxious to ask anybody to do it. So, as of right now, we are doing one book here, and if I ever get up the nerve to ask people to commit time to reading a book and then doing a podcast or a call-in or something to discuss it as well, which wouldn't even necessarily be as interesting for you guys as it would be fun for me just to, see some of my extended family more, because I have, my immediate family is in one area, so both my sisters and my brother and their families are all in the same city, but then it all spreads out. So I've got an aunt and uncle in Chicago, I've got some family in Texas, I think either Arizona or New Mexico, California, Washington State, New York, both Rochester and the city, and on Long Island. There's people in a lot of places. Oh, and I think one of my cousins, one of my, from the New York area cousins, I think is still in Colorado. And then I have second cousins there as well, because my family just, every other generation, just kind of spreads out and picks a new city for everything. So I have a lot of family, and it's harder to see all of them, especially since I now have an adult job, where I not only have to have the money available to either drive or fly to see people and potentially get my own hotel room or stay with family if they have room available, as well as the ability to take off enough time for that, which is unfortunately what happened this year. Is there was a mini family reunion on my mom's side, and I wanted to go, and I was thinking about it, and I started to look at logistics, and I'm like, I'd either have to throw a good chunk of money at a last minute plane ticket and take some days off, or take more days off and drive up with my parents and kind of have no more vacation days for the rest of the year, knowing that I have to travel for a friend's wedding, that there's several things I want to do throughout the rest of the year that will take a day here and there, as well as the holidays. I was hoping to take more time off around the holidays, since my partner gets a huge chunk of time off. Like, they just closed down his job for like 3 weeks, and then he always has all this free time, and I'm like, I still have to go to work. I work my office job. I have to go in, unfortunately. So that happened. There are plans to fix it next time, but it means I haven't seen a lot of them in a while. So it'd be nice to have an excuse to be like, hey, you have a book to read. You have to read the book and talk to me. But for now, before we get too ahead of ourselves and I don't even read this stupid book, which so far it's not stupid, I like it a lot. Plan A is to read this book. Anybody who wants to read this book with me has this prompting, and then we'll do a second video following up, making some type of food, talking about the book, and picking the next book. Thank you all for watching. If you want to get started now, you'll probably beat me because I don't have a lot of free time for book reading, but I'm working on it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.